Grand Rising. My name is Brittany. This is Unbind Your Divine, and this is going to be a collective reading, taking a little peek and or deep dive into what emotions we as a collective need to process to further or fully step in and activate our divine feminine essence. We live in a very masculine, wounded masculine environment, matrix, world, however you want to call it. And it can be very difficult for us to maintain our connection and embodiment of our divine feminine essence. I am an energy channel, energy healer, a somatic healer and coach, as well as an intuitive psychic medium, whatever hat you want to place on me today. And I have my decks pre-shuffled, and I'm called to tap into what we as a collective should work together to release from our somatic bodies to help raise the vibration and encourage and empower our divine feminine essence. Spirit, what emotions, suppressed emotions, do we need to process to help us fully embody and maintain our connection, elevate, support our connection to our divine feminine essence? Is there any more? Just that one. Okay. Take that one. All right. So we got three. Oh. We got four. There was one super suppressed as it came out underneath another one, and I didn't see it. So we got four, and I'm going to pull from the Subtle Body Oracle deck. I like to pull from this to give a general description and location of where these energies might be stored within our aura and our subtle body. Sometimes they go under the radar, and this is just a beautiful way to tap into so that you can better have a pathway to focus your conscious attention and your healing work. Where are these? All right, Spirit. We'll go through, I'm being called to go through one by one. So where is remorse located within the collective body? Okay. All right. Beautiful. Where can we focus our healing for restricted? Okay. Where is the blocked energy, feeling blocked, located within our subtle body as a collective? Okay. And where's the longing located in the collective energetic subtle body? Whoever may be tapping into this message. My cat's coming to say hello. She enjoys when I tap in with spirit and start channeling. Normally she likes to jump up on me. Okay. Whew. There's a lot of good stuff going on. Okay, so the first one that came out was remorse. This can be a very dense, heavy energy. And there's remorse in the subtle elements of the tree of life, the building blocks of our reality. So remorse on past actions, past embodiments, remorse about where and how you've gotten where you are. Thank you, Luna. So there's a lot going on here. So there's remorse scattered throughout how we've built our lives thus far. It's a super windy day. Well, not super windy. It didn't really start, the wind didn't start blowing until I started tapping in. Okay, and then this one was for restricted. No, this was restricted. Restricted was the earth element, grounding, fortifying. So we're feeling restricted in grounding in our feminine energy, in grounding in that embodiment of our divine feminine essence, that nurturing, that compassionate, that free flow, that supportiveness, that creativity, grounding in to that of receiving. It might feel like you're having to climb a mountain, trying to get yourself grounded into that essence. I'm gonna do this. There we go. And then blocked. Blocked came out with 3 cards. So beautiful. So you may be feeling blocked. Whoever's tapping into this is feeling blocked within their root chakra, their first auric field, which coincides with the restricted and the earth element being grounded, being able to ground it in. It says bodily health and basic needs. Are you feeling blocked or restricted from meeting your basic needs? Is that causing remorse throughout your subtle body, throughout your somatic body? And then the 12th auric field came through as well. Fields that filter and protect. Are you feeling blocked from being able to filter out the old identities, being able to filter out the remorse? Are you feeling blocked from being protected? Are you just out here raw dogging life, praying for salvation? What? And I mean, she looks like she's leaping. Like she's just like, take me, help me. The 12th auric field. And then we got the 3rd chakra, your beliefs and your structure. So something's blocking. There's an energy of feeling blocked within changing your beliefs. Like believing that you are capable of grounding in your divine feminine essence and embodying that unwaverably. This bird is beautiful. It looks like an eagle getting ready to land on a tree. So feeling blocked from grounding in new structures, new feminine energy essences and practices and embodiments. It's in the body, so if we can open up to this movement of the feminine energy, when we've been so conditioned to do all the things the way they're supposed to be done per said some man somewhere in history, it can cause a lot. And that shows up again in the remorse in the tree of life. Like it's just scattered throughout the collective. And then the last one was longing. This longing to just be at peace in our feminine energy, to just be able to experience life without the rigid containers and the remorse, and just be without restriction, be without being blocked or feeling blocked, to be in that essence. And that's in our 9th auric field, the codes of destiny and life design. You are longing for the codes of destiny in your life design. We all carry a balance of feminine and masculine energy, and we have absorbed an excessive amount of masculine energy, and that's blocked and restricted our feminine energy, causing us to feel remorse when we do tap into it, or when we fall out of our feminine energy, or it becomes out of balance and we start grasping on our reality, grasping things and like holding on too tightly to those conditioned masculine programs. Oh, that's beautiful. Once again, just this tantric touching movement, flow. So beautiful. And then longing is also, there's longing within our 11th auric field, summoning forces and manipulating form. We're longing to manipulate our form and embed and ground in to the feminine essence, have it really come down into our being, really to just envelop ourselves in the divine feminine essence and embodiment, and carry that throughout our creations, throughout our daily tasks, throughout life. I love this card. She looks like she's just like karate chopping everything, like pow, pow. So fun, so beautiful. So next I'm gonna pull from the Inner Temple card to see where is the safe space within, or what is a supportive energy, a safe space, a guided message within our inner temple that our feminine energy can do this healing work. Ah, biscuits. My dog just rang her bell. She's gotta go potty. Where can our feminine feel safe to do this releasing and healing work within our inner temple? I love this deck. This deck I pull from daily. It's so magnificent. Spirit's telling me to pause, take my puppy pot. Okay, puppy is outside, 12:22 on the clock as I press play. Spirit, where is our feminine energy? Where's our inner temple, our soul guiding us to work with this feminine energy, to heal this longing, restricted, and remorse? Just that one? Okay. This one is coming out a lot in my collective messages. Beautiful. I'm going to call upon our this is from the Conscious Spirit deck. It's the message for our conscious spirit as we work with these feminine energies. Ooh, ooh. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So from the Inner Temple Oracle deck, we got Just Watch Me. Just watch me release this remorse. Just watch me clear all these blockages. Watch me heal all this longing. Watch me step into my divine feminine essence and take back control of my life, of my body, of my thoughts, of my self-love, of my creations. Ooh. And then the solar plexus chakra. I mean, that's full empowerment right there. And then it says, I take daily actions to awaken my personal power. Look at her. Just her and her power. That feminine energy of this is me. I've healed. I take daily actions to nurture the parts of me that have felt restricted, have felt blocked. I nurture myself, and that diminishes the longing for anything outside of myself, because she's giving it all to herself. It looks like she's just like basking in her own giftedness, her personal power. It's Gorgeous. Then I'm going to pull from the Sacred Rebel Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I love all of her oracle decks, but this is one of my personal favorites. I find so much soul healing and insight, and just this deck screams to me divine feminine warrior. I love it. Absolutely love it. And it's very fitting for this. Spirit, what's the message for our feminine soul, our feminine essence, for the collective on this healing journey of detoxing these emotions? So three came out. These are good ones. I love all of these. So Pandora's Gift. Pandora's Gift. You are unlocking the box of all that you are. Basking in the power, the love of your feminine essence. That's number 45. And then seeing the true you. Like really looking at yourself in all of your majesty, in all of your imperfections, your perceivable imperfections. And she just looks so relaxed and accepting, like, yeah, I went through that, but that's not who I am. Your past does not define your future. And then softly, softly, the tender touch. I'm being guided to read this one. And Pandora's Box. So we got 45, 29, and 20. The solar plexus came out as 13. That's a very divine feminine and number. So we will read the softly one first. Bing bop, boom bop, bing bop, bang. Ooh, it's a long one, so maybe this will be the only one we read. The feminine wisdom of gentleness can assist you now. When we are at a point in life where we want to attain greater things, but don't necessarily have proportionally greater supply of energy at our disposal, it is time to work smarter rather than harder. This is the way of feminine wisdom. However, a cultural ignorance of the feminine way currently prevails. We are generally taught that the more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we will achieve. The feminine way is not about force, nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, grabbing at what we can in order to create. It is about inviting what we wish for to come into the space we have provided for it, internally and in our lives. This method cultivates more energy. I'll shut my window, my dog's barking. Oh, okay. And this method cultivates more energy, causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation by invitation rather than by will or force. There is an old story that the sun and the wind are debating about who was more powerful. After boasting about their prowess, they made a wager. A man walked down the street with a coat on. The wind and the sun decided that whomever could force the coat off the man was the most powerful. The wind began demonstrating its impressive power. It blew and blew and caught underneath the coat, pulling it and nearly ripping it right off the man. But the man wrapped his coat around himself more tightly to protect himself against the force of the wind. Eventually, perhaps temporarily, out of puff, the wind gave up. The sun took over. He shone down, becoming brighter and brighter until the man slipped off his coat, slung it over his shoulder, and walked down the street, quite possibly wondering what was happening with the weather. What was happening with the weather that day? The wind attempted to do by force what the sun was able to do by being. You are being asked to surrender your forcefulness, your determination, and your intense activity, even if it's just for a moment. Does this mean that you have to surrender your goals that you are chasing through the endeavors? Certainly not. This is not about letting go of achievement. It is about understanding the process of manifestation in a more intelligent way. There is a way of creating that gives you energy and doesn't leave you utterly worn out. It is about allowing what you want to come to you. Be yourself, absolutely, naturally, and with ease. Shine your light and allow your presence to invite that which you wish to receive. This is about cultivating an energetic affinity with what you seek, rather than feelings of lack and need. Do you see the subtle but important difference? To feel that you are already naturally abundant being who gratefully invites more of what you want into your life is rather different than to feeling lack, fear, and wishing your world would change. It is a bit like dressing for the job you want. Even if it is not yet the job you have, you energetically embody what you wish to attract more of into your life. Like attracts like. This oracle brings the message: you don't need to push quite so hard to receive what is naturally coming to you. Your push comes from a place of uncertainty over whether or not you will succeed. You need to relax and have more faith in yourself. All things come in time, rightfully and according to a great loving wisdom. You are not immune to this. You shall have your time to shine too. Rebel against any voice of fear within you or around you that tells you otherwise. It is okay to become softer and feel the energy of what you wish to attract into your life, and to act, as much as you can, as though it is already on its way. You are not fantasizing or daydreaming or failing to live in the real world. If you do this, you are actually working with the feminine art of manifestation through gentle beingness and attraction. As you soften into becoming what you are seeking, what you wish for will not be able to resist your shining, inviting presence. This oracle comes with a special message that you have been working very, very hard. You have learned much and accomplished much, but it is now time to change your approach. Let go of any force in your approach to creation now. Everything serves a purpose, and learning the benefits and limitations of more forceful way of manifestation through effort and willpower was a useful lesson. However, if you were to continue with that approach, it would stop working for you, because you are now beginning to create on a far grander scale that is beyond what an individual can manifest through willpower alone. You are individually creating through your healing and art, but also contributing globally to new consciousness through your own spiritual growth. You are a part of a global healing manifestation process. You are, through your way of being in the world, helping to birth a new awareness. This new way will heal the human heart and bring it back into balance with nature. This is essential for the human soul to survive, flourish, and to cooperatively nurture the earth rather than destroy her natural resources. You may or may not be consciously aware of the extent to which this new way of manifesting through receiving rather than taking action, can actually help all of humanity. But nonetheless, it is playing an important role in the greater human evolution. It is the power of attraction, of magnetism, rather than that of striving and force that will replenish your energy and restore your body, mind, and heart after your struggle. This change in approach will encourage the shift from head to heart that is essential for your individual well-being and for the greater human evolution. You need to heal so that you can help the world to heal. Does this give you absolute permission now in your own mind to take an easier approach to your sacred, rebellious, creative manifestation? And then there's a little guided healing process, which I'm so in love with all of these. I love her decks. So the healing process. Say out loud, I shine like the sun, radiant with grace, and all that I desire comes to me according to perfect timing. I relax, believe, and receive through unconditional love. This is now so. Chills. This is beautiful. This reading was beautiful. Spirit is beautiful. I'm so grateful to gently, oh my gosh, to gently unlock Pandora's box of our feminine energy. And I'm so excited to just watch you all do it. Look at her. She's glowing. She's fabulous. We're all fabulous. You're fabulous. So I want to thank you for being here with me. Thank you to those who stuck around for the entirety of this reading. If you are interested in connecting with me to dive into a personal suppressed emotions, emotional detox, somatic therapy coaching session, you can check out the links below. They'll be where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there. I offer 1-hour one-on-one sessions, and I also have some coaching packages available as well. And yeah, this was beautiful. I could sit in this energy all day, and I might sit in my own Pandora's box and just take time to see the true me and softly, gently love and nurture her. And I wish the same for you and all of you beautiful divine feminines. And I'm so excited for us to be karate chopping and dancing through life together. Have a great day.